Hello and welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to be discovering how I was able to find out my Spider 24 and especially Spider 25 team. Now let's get right into it. The spider is in the dungeons and I'm at level 23 right now. I cannot progress past this stage, and you guys are gonna find out why. I just got Sisir. I got Sisir and Cardiel, luckily for me. Right in the Valentine's special. I got both of them, and so I didn't waste time. There is Sisir. As you can see, most of them are at 50, right? I still have my Cold Heart. The Cold Heart is maxed. They're supposed to run all behind Mordecai. So Mordecai is the fastest of all those other guys, 154. The other guys are like 153. And of course my Kaima for Arena, 282 speed, 372 accuracy. You know, Spider, he's not built for Spider, but he can do his job. Okay, so we see that they did that job at 30 seconds. And stage 21, again, you know, the best part of having this stage by stage setting is that it really helps you to be able to control what they do each round, even though you don't need that for the spider. It's just one round. I'm just trying to see how I can tweak things. So what happened is that I discovered this guy, and you're gonna see how at the end of the video. You're gonna see how, like, how did I know that this guy could come in and do a job, right? Because he's been there. I got him, I took him to 3 stars, like maybe during CVC, you know, just ascend him a little bit, get some points, because you don't know what to do with those things, right? So I ascend a lot of my champions that I feel I am gonna use. I just take them to 3, just in case I use them, so they'll be of but I'm not using this guy. You're gonna see that later. I'm not using him in anything, but you're gonna see why. You're gonna see why I felt he could do a job. So there's Glacier. Glacier has a 60% chance, fully bookable to 80% of a freeze. 80% is not, you know, ideal. If you're gonna be doing something like Spider 25, you need those debuffs to land. You need a 100%. 80% doesn't cut it. 80% doesn't cut it, right? You need a 100%. So here's Gogor again. Look at this guy. He debuffs to 100% chance. He debuffs to 100% chance. So what is happening here is that I'm trying to ascend him, and I'm trying to gear him up, and I just sped up this part. This part is fully sped up. Maybe I should have cut it out, but I just wanted to see the whole process, because I had to gear him up, I had to ascend him, and then I had to drop him inside that same spider team. The same spider team. I just took out Gnarlhorn. So let's get back and see what we can do to Spider 23 or 24. Yeah, Spider 23. So Gnarlhorn was a problem here because it was a strong affinity. So the spiderlings were busy attacking the damage guys. They weren't going after the cheese Gnarlhorn, right? So what happens is that Gnarlhorn just pops up this unkillable on himself, and they go after him. They can't kill him because he has the unkillable, and then these guys finish the job. before the spiderlings actually know who to attack, right? So this strat doesn't work in 23. It should work in 24 and 25, but because of the negative affinity it has, right, because of the strong affinity, it is the Gnarlhorn is now strong affinity to the spiderling, so they're not going to attack him. They're going to attack these other guys. In fact, they're going to kill every other person, right, and just leave Gnarlhorn there. Okay, so we've set him up. He's supposed to start with the freeze. This is exactly what we want. Let's see how this is going to work. He puts out the freeze. And they kill it in 21 seconds. Job done. Gorgor has rescued the team. Spiders in stage 23. Gorgor's rescued the team with that freeze. So now we're gonna go try Spider 24. Yep, we need to try 24 right away. Yeah, so they should be attacking Sisir and Mordecai. They should be attacking Sisir and Mordecai. Burnout. Sisir extends the burns. Coldheart does her thing, and before they realize it, Gorgo has put out the freeze. Then the rinse repeat. Sisir doesn't slam, but I don't know why Sisir went before Mordecai. See that? Sisir went before Mordecai, but the burns were too much and it killed it already. I don't know how it happens like that. Mordecai is faster than Sisir, but Sisir ended up going faster than Mordecai after the reset. It's like Kaima pushes up the turn meter and then Sisir went first. So surprisingly. That's my baby. So now we go into Almighty 25. Spider 25. I think what is happening here is that the spider is actually at disadvantaged affinity to Sisir and Mordecai. So Sisir should do more damage in 25. That's why she's clutch. I'm actually thinking of trying out Gnarlhorn to see if it's going to work. Gnarlhorn is going to work in 25. The reason being that Gnarlhorn is actually at its weakest affinity in Spider 25, right? Spirit and magic. So it's at its weakest affinity in Spider 25. So Gnarlhorn should work, definitely. The spiderlings are going to go attack Gnarlhorn. So see what the problem is? The problem is, how do you get to 25? This is the problem. How do you get to 25? So here we go. Here we go. Sleep out. The two spiderlings drop. Mordecai drops the HP burn. Sisir extends it. Coldheart goes. And Gorgo does his thing. Rinse repeat. Rinse repeat. So you see the spiderlings are trying to move. They're really trying and trying and trying. And it is done in 26 seconds. 26 seconds is quite an impressive time. I would like to see that happen again. And we've outdone ourselves here a little bit. We have outdone ourselves here quite a little bit. 25 seconds. You guys are crazy. And the third time, just to be sure, like, is it real? Is it not? Right? Same thing happens again. Gorgo brings out the freeze right in the middle of everything. Timer resets. They're all frozen. They can't do anything. We burn again, extend the burn, and this time around, we do it in 21 seconds. So I am thinking if Cecilia is upgraded, she would smash even the first time around. If Cecilia is upgraded, she would totally smash. That's what I'm thinking. Might be true, might be not, but you saw what happened there. She was able to extend those burns, smashing right through everything. And so we're able to farm Spider 25 in 21 seconds. So you see how one champion, you see what one champion brings to the table? Just one champion was able to complete the puzzle, right? So assuming you have the same setup and you just have the now horn, it's gonna work, right? It should work. We need to test it out. Maybe they don't go after Gnarl Horn and they mess up my run. Let's see. Extend the burns. Cold Heart goes out. Heartseeker, refresh, and they go after Gnarl Horn right after he does his unkillable. But you have to set it, right? You need to set it so he doesn't do anything but the unkillable. So that unkillable is still there on this guy, and they keep on attacking him. And we have extended, and Cold Heart finished the business. Yeah. Heartseeker finished the business, but you can see the difference in the time, right? So the problem here is that you are not going to be able to cross Spider 23 with his team. But if you can cross Spider 23 using whatever means, I think this miscreated monster, he could help cross Spider 23. I'm not sure. But if you can cross Spider 23, you have this same team, it could bring back Gnarlhorn, because he's the most negative affinity. You know, he's completely negative. So the spiders are gonna go attack him. The spiders just cannot stop attacking him. His negative affinity and his health is the lowest. So the spiders cannot, they cannot help it. So this was a 35-second run. We did 25, 24, and 21 with Gorgo, and now we are having 35. Well, one last time, I guess. Heartseeker, refresh, pop up unkillable. The spiders go crazy after him, right? Each time they move, they tick the HP burn. We apply some more HP burn. Cecilia should go, with the spiders interrupted her move. She went finally, and Heartseeker, right? We got a Lego piece, and we sell it. So Gnarlhorn works, okay, but we don't want to use Gnarlhorn. We want to use Gorgo, right? We just built him up. We just fully ascended him, even though he's 5 stars. So I could see a use for this guy in Duke Tower. You see what's going on with him? Like, it's 100% bookable to freeze, and we just booked him. Luckily enough, just booked the A2 fully. All the books landed in the A2. 2 more books, but we don't need any of those other abilities, right? We just need to book the A2 to be in the 3-turn cooldown. Freezes everyone before they can get a turn. That's why they are all above 150 speed, right? So those spiderlings are 150, The main spider itself is 100, I guess. So now we did 22 seconds. Sincere, like RNG, needs to help us and drain that damage, push that damage down. Otherwise, we're not going to be making some fantastic times. And so we're going to revisit Splatter 20. If you're going to work in Splatter 20, is this strategy going to work in Splatter 20? We have to see. Remember, Splatter 20 is not capped. Enemy max HP is not capped at 10%. So you can do a ton of damage with your enemy max HP champion. And so this strat, it's not necessarily the best for Splatter 20, because you could just go cold heart, royal guard, and end it. You could literally go cold heart, royal guard, and it's over. Right? It doesn't need enemy max HP for Spider Stage 20. They do a lot more damage than this. The strategy is for 21 or 25. There's Cardio. You cannot see his face. You cannot see his face. Okay, that's the amazing Kaimar. 282 speed, 372 accuracy. That's what matters. Nothing else matters with this guy. For arena, is speed and accuracy. So that's my arena Kaimar. If you want to use him for the setup, you just have to make sure that it's a little bit faster than the last person, so he can reset, right? Or he could actually be the slowest, that once everyone is done he resets, so it doesn't matter. But some people might have 2 turns before he goes, so you have to be careful with that thing. Just keep him there. Just make sure he's above 150 though, just like 151 and everyone else. So once everyone is done he resets and then they start again. But don't put the first person like maybe 250 speed and he's 151. Someone is going to go twice before he goes, right? So you have to know where to put the speed of your reset champion. The best way is to keep him in front, like make him the highest speed, so he always goes first. So when he goes first, either he puts out the sleep, okay, or he does his A1, and then when they go he can reset. So you see Gorgo is at 153. He's right there in the mix. A decent accuracy. Same thing with Cecilia. She's also 153 with decent accuracy. Like, it doesn't matter who goes between Cecilia and Gorgo, to be honest, because you just need the HP burn guy first, and that's where Mordecai comes in. So Mordecai just comes in and does the HP burn first. Mordecai is 154 speed, as you can see. So this is what matters. Like, you can ask me, why don't you have them at 200 speed? I mean, it's fine. They can go at 200, they can go at 300, they could go at whatever speed you want them to go, but there has to be an order. The HP burn guy has to be the fastest. So I'm thinking if the crit and crit damage goes higher, she could literally smash through them that first time, right? And kill a ton of the spiders. And then with the freeze, reset, it could finish up that job much quicker. That's just me. But you can go ahead and test that out. Ignatius can replace Mordecai. You can't even resist this HP burn, so you don't even need accuracy, right? But it's only 5 turn cooldown, so maybe not the best. Maybe not the best. Which other HP burn champ? Tyrant. Tyrant is fantastic. Okay, you book him up to 100%, he's gonna drop that HP burn on everyone. Puts out the allied protection. You might not really need all that, because the spiderlings are never gonna get a chance, right? But just in case you have a different strat, he has that in his kit. So Tyrant is fantastic, it's perfect for spider. And then we have this guy, Ajax. Okay, he has a 90% chance to freeze. He has a 90% chance to freeze and a 90% chance of placing HP burn. I don't know. Is this guy very consistent? I was thinking this guy had 100% chance. Everyone talks about this guy with the spider. I'm actually surprised. He has a 70% chance of placing a freeze on condition that the attack is higher than the defense of the enemy, right? And if the defense is higher than the attack or equal, he's going to place a HP burn instead. And that doesn't make sense. I think I know that he freezes the spiders, so I am guessing the first condition is true for the spiderlings. But that is so weird, finding out that this guy doesn't do 100% freeze. So Pigsteel places a freeze on enemies that receive 2 hits. That doesn't work. That is horrible. That doesn't work. I think Shirimani. Yeah. Shirimani has a 100% chance of placing a freeze. Yeah. This is perfect. Shirimani can actually replace Gorgo very well. Shirimani is perfect for Spider. 100% chance to freeze. Yeah. So anyone with HP burn, okay, Mordecai places the thing, so he doesn't need to hit. He just places those HP burns. You really don't want to hit them, but if you do hit them, I mean, it's still fine as long as you can control them, like freeze and so on. And so we're going to get into how I discovered this guy, right? So I came into my faction wars today, and look who is not being used for faction wars. Gorgo. That's my faction wars team, right? That's my team, and Gorgo is not used, but I have him, right? See that? These are the stats we just made of him because we just pushed him from 3-star to 5-star, right? And we just booked him. We just booked his freeze. Look at that. The other 2 books went in the A3, and the A1 has nothing, right? So we're gonna use him for faction wars, and we're at stage 19. So this is how I discovered my team. I saw this guy right there, and I was struggling in Spider, and I was like, wait a second, this guy could do a job for me in Spider. So what happens is that this guy is going to take out 2 buffs. He's going to drop that freeze and take out 2 buffs from you. So essentially this guy is a debuffer. So you're going to watch it happen right now. Okay, he's going to take out 2 buffs. That's it. This guy is fantastic. I'm using him in Doom Tower. I've completed my faction wars with the same team, and the rest, as they say, is now history. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.